Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue the second stanza of the poem. So last time we talked about the vision of you're looking at a waterfall from afar. And today we're going to talk about the imagine, like how the poet is going to describe to us what that waterfall feels like, how grand the scale of the waterfall. So first, the poet quantify it, give us specific numbers. Okay, 飞流直下三千尺, flying current. Okay, so from the waterfall, we call it a 飞流, flying current, 直下, straight down. Okay, 3000尺, 3,000 feet. Okay, 尺 is a Chinese unit of measurement. Okay, 尺, we have a 寸. 寸 is this 1 inch down from your wrist. We express that as 寸 because that's how you pulse rate. Everybody knows in China, so that's the easy one. 尺, is 10 times, like 10 of these made 1 feet. So it's different from English using the feet, our foot size to measure. Actually, in Chinese, we use the head size to measure. Anyways, okay. 疑似银河落九天. So here is the big line that's through thousands of years, at least almost 2,000 years, ever since the existence of this poem. Like probably nobody surpassed that to describe, to compare a waterfall to Silver River. Okay, Silver River, 银河. In Chinese, it's Milky Way. So we're actually comparing the grandeur of a Milky Way. Actually, it's our whole galaxy, right? But from the Earthling's perspective, it's this Milky Way sparkle across the night sky. Compare that waterfall to that scale. 疑是, we wonder if it is this 银河, this Milky Way, Silver River, 落九天. So, I mean, if Chinese imagine or compare Milky Way as a river, then it's totally even more connectable or relevant to the waterfall because waterfall came from river. It's 挂前川. It's actually located right in front of a river. One is from horizontal to vertical, flying down, right? 九天. So Chinese imagine the sky, the outer space above the earth into 9 layers. I guess 9 in Chinese is our, so out of the 10 digits, because 10 is a whole nother double digit thing. So 9, from 1 to 9 is max out of the single digit number. And in Chinese, we use 9 to mean it's many. And yesterday we talked about how Chinese use 子 as part of the color code for the uniform of Chinese government hierarchy, which oftentimes classified into 9 ranks. And 九, you can see 九天, like heaven or sky, outer space, are classified as 9 levels. And yeah, so I guess there is a corresponding there. Like a 九 is the max single digit. And if we want to finally cut something into levels or layers, then we're going to use number 9. Okay. That thing, one by one, flying. Flying, we simply have this bird, feathery flying image. So this almost like you're viewing a bird in flight, and this is body of the bird, left and right wings, and this is the head, the hair behind the head. So that describes the flying, because the flying objects, before humans make any objects that's airborne, we have kite, right? But that's later. But most often we see things flying, that's a bird. So we have to create this concept of flying from the motion. It's how birds move, and that's it. Liu, we have this water sign. It's water in nature. So here it shows how water would look like flowing. I guess the two, there's a fluid movement, fly and flow. Probably in English, there is a certain connection there, both starting with FL. This flowing of water depicted here, the center of the water track is continuous, on the side is interrupted, so total 5 strokes. And then we have the continuous strokes, 3 of them, vertical sine wave there. It's a Chinese to mean uninterrupted water track, water channel. And then we have a blocker, and then we have this arrow pointing like in spite of the blockage, right? The water body are going to continuously flow. And that flowy instead of a blocking, and this water sign together means current. Liu, actually, okay, current in English, we have, we also use current to mean electricity, right? Electronic current. Chinese use that too. Liu, we plus the dian, the electronic. So it is a one by one translating. And I guess in English, current means something flowing or movement through space, even if it's in a liquid form or electronic form. In Chinese, we can map that like perfectly. Flowing means currents of water body or current from electricity. Okay, 直下, we have 10, number 10, which is a cross symbol. English have classification that's long embedded in the English-speaking world, this Christianity symbol. Now in Chinese, we don't have Christianity, so number 10 means something else. It's roping technology. It's ancient record keeping. So before we can computer store or paper store things, we store information by tying a knot on a rope. So it's kind of a relatively permanent record. If you own somebody some money, you're going to tie a knot once it comes to 10. Because if we imagine other smaller single-digit numbers, we can still, gesture with our fingers. But once it's come to 10, we tie a knot to make it easier for both parties to agree on and record keeping. 10 eyeballs, this oval shape with 2 horizontal lines is our verticalized eyeball. 10 pairs of eyeballs looking at this bottom left corner means ground level. Chinese express different level of space by bottom left corner, ground level, and top left corner, high ground. So low ground, high ground. 10 pair of eyes looking at low ground means you're checking from all kinds of perspectives the ground truth of things. So 直 in Chinese, it will add 2 dots underneath it. It means we'll act on what we see, observe as the reality or truth. Then that's the concept of truth. Without the 2 dots at the end, it simply means you are checking 10 pair of eyes, checking the ground from all angles. And you are, because it's multiple angles, and then you're going to multiple eyeballs symbolize you're trying to remove bias, because from any one particular angle, you're going to see things partially. It's not a full truth. By placing eyeballs all around it, it commonly agreed upon truths are going to be more true, right? Like unbiased truth. And by that, you're checking the ground. Have this, I guess, straightforward, it's unbiased. That's the meaning. Yeah, we have top horizontal line as a benchmark, and then we have vertical line, means it's an indicator. It means it's below that benchmark. It's below it, right? And then we have this side diagonal line attached to it to mean it's downward. So English, we have on top of, below, and then we have upward and downward. So on top of and below are static concept. It means it's situated in relative to a benchmark, right? And then upward and downward means it has a certain momentum and it's going toward a certain direction. in Chinese, this static versus dynamic captured in the same character. We have the benchmark, we have the location below it, it's a static, and then we have a diagonal line. That means toward that direction, it's dynamic. So just 3 strokes gives you 2 versions of expressing down, below, or downward going. Okay, 3 horizontal lines to mean 3. So the first 3 Chinese numbers is 1 horizontal line, 2 horizontal lines, 3 horizontal line. According to scholars who like to theorize everything, well, 1 is heaven, 2 is earth, 3 is the biosphere between heaven and earth. We exist in this middle layer, I guess. So that's our number 3. 10, we have number 10 again, same symbol reoccurring, and then we have this human figure sitting on top of it. Took me quite a while to realize a human figure in ancient Chinese is, okay, in contemporary Chinese, it looks like this, symmetrical, but in ancient Chinese, one side is longer than the other and wrapping over on the top. So this ancient Chinese character, this longer side is the back side of our human body. The straighter line is the front side of human body. So here is actually a profile view of a human, not a frontal facing view, it's a side view. Side facing particular left direction. This is the default human direction, is facing toward the left. And I guess in ancient times, the left side is probably higher on the hierarchy of, something is more prestigious, is facing toward the left. Okay, so we have a human figure sitting on top or connected to this number 10. 10 humans becomes 1,000, which we can deduce reverse, like a human in ancient times probably worth 100. I'm not sure if this is related to ancient slave trade. So that's my best guess. This human figure plus 10 is our now number 1,000. Okay, 尺. As I said before, we have a 寸, right? It's a common medical practice in ancient times. Everybody knows about it. This is 1 inch down your wrist. Now, 尺 is 10 inches. Chinese expressed it by this dead body. So this like a huge question mark with 1 bulge on the top and then straight line down. The straight line down is a super simplifying and streamlined body. It could be animal body or human body. Okay, and then this bulge is the skull, because when something passed away, animate things passed away, the skull is the biggest bulge. The rest of the body kind of flat out. Okay, so that's Chinese body, lifeless body depiction, animal or humans. And then we have this pointer toward there going down. So it almost like anywhere below that, I guess in the sense of scale, since this feet is 10 of this inch length, I would imagine the skull itself probably is a measurement of 10 inches. So basically from here to here. And then the symbol here means anything down below the neck, down, is going to be excluded. So you're left with a head length. Just like in English, we have feet. We measure distance with feet, which is so convenient. It's true, right? So convenient. You just walk somewhere and measure with your feet. In Chinese, we use either this, pretty elaborate, right? And then measure with the head to mean a feet distance. And I actually didn't try if I put my feet, my own foot, next to my head. Is it kind of similar size? I need to find out. Okay, 飞流直下三千尺 gives you the sense of, now you're looking at from the waterfall from far away, right? So you're not like looking at the near, wait, what's the waterfall between Canada and the US? That's big waterfall, and you take a boat, go under it, and then it feels like it's you are in the waterfall. You can approach it and feel the water, the droplets all over you. No, this is observing it from afar. and then you see the currents are flying down, straight down. As I said, is waterfall is convert the water track from horizontal to vertical, flying straight down. And 3,000尺, okay, if you want to be exact and scientific and measure like 3,000 feet, like 3,000 of my head space, okay, length, 3,000 of that. I'm not sure if in the world we have such a long waterfall. So in this case, it's the poet who compared the waterfall to the Milky Way, and here quantified the waterfall as 3,000 inch or feet long, actually 3,000 feet long. So it's the poet's exaggeration, like to throw out big numbers to give you the subjective sense of how tall that waterfall is. 疑是银河落九天. So this 疑, this wonder, actually in Chinese, originally it probably means more like suspense, pausing. Like you're pausing because you're wondering, so you're not taking action. You're suspending in your thought. Suspend your action, but you're actively thinking. Wonder what is which direction to go, right? So this E is made of this baby symbol, big head, one torso, two arms reaching up. That's Chinese baby. We have the food symbol. By food itself, it means stop right there, not moving. And then we have the arrow shooting symbol. And then we have the stopper, which is kind of a rotated human figure over there. So when Chinese rotate things, it means things change. It doesn't happen as the default setting. Default setting is when the arrow goes out, it's going to shoot fast, go fast, right? So when we do this rotation thing, and also kind of sits right on top of it, it means kind of block it, means the arrow doesn't behave as arrow normally do, which is speedy. And now here is a negation of speedy. It's anti-speedy. It's slow. So baby walks slow, food stops standing still, and then you have the arrow not going speedy. So the whole thing gives you the sense of slowing down. And the slowing down gives you the sense of you're pausing, you're wondering. Okay. 仪式, 式 is made of stopping toward the sunrise. Okay, we have this kind of semi-spherical thing, which is kind of the rectangularizing of Chinese characters. Originally, it comes all kinds of curves, but eventually things get rectangularized. And this sun symbol is made of the sphere with a horizontal line energy. So energetic ball is how I simplify it. Sun symbol, horizontal line is simply ground level, or if we view it as the horizon, the sun right about horizon, and that's where you're facing. So this three-toe foot symbol, big toe, pinky toe, the rest of the toes, and then here by having this rest of toes, the middle of the foot, facing exactly toward the sun rising direction. That means you confirm this is where you're going. You know where you're going. You're facing it straight forward. And that gives you this confirmation, this 是. So when we say yes or no, 是 is a Chinese yes. And in the sentence here, it's a confirmation to say it is. So the poets start to wonder. When you see wonder is catching action, pausing action, but active mind, that means the imagination start to unfold. It's what's coming after it. It's not reality. It's totally subjective, mentally imagined picture. And actually, I really appreciate this poet to compare the waterfall to the Milky Way, because to Chinese, both are rivers, comes from river. They have this comparison of the sparkliness of the Milky Way, or silver river in Chinese, to the waterfall that also made of thousands of droplets of water, and it's so dense that it looks like one cohesive piece of fabric. Right? Okay, so 银河 is made of the metal symbol, which we talked about, the gathering of minerals underground. Okay, this is a mineral, eventually means metal. And then we have visible or see. This is human see. We have, okay, actually a reverse human see. We have the eyeball, verticalized eyeball symbol, oval shape with two horizontal lines, which is the borderline of your iris. And then you have the human figure. This is a default setting. When you turn this way, it's reverse human figure. And in Chinese, this eyeball plus human figure is one of the, I guess, the ancient mystery characters that carry a ton of kind of code to the universe. So Chinese ancient, as as all cultures, I guess, trying to decode the operational secrets of the universe, right? So this is one of them that kind of symbolize the whole land piece and visible and human reverse. I guess this you reverse human probably give you the sense of it's not your default setting. The truth of the universe probably is counter intuitive. Okay. Anyways, that's my elaboration. It's not true. Okay. We have metal plus that. And that means silver means it's visible. Okay. We at least have the eyeball there. That means a visible metal, metal that's bright and shine and visible. That's silver. Okay. 和, we have the water symbol. And then the right side is 可. It's permission. 可 is this effort of humans' communication to the divinity. The mouth symbol represents human voice. The horizontal line on top of the frame means the heaven. Human, heaven, and then you have this one puff of air going up. So you can almost view it as your prayer. You try to communicate to the divine to get an answer or permission to do something. So eventually this character means from that divine communication, grapevine, you get the permission to do something. Basically, it's a human self-affirmation, as if they get a confirmation from the divine that they are able or they are permitted to do something. And this permission plus water symbol together means river, because 河 in Chinese is a 黄河, it's a yellow river, is the center or the mother river to Chinese culture. And I guess Chinese attach this permission from the divinity as if their own existence. From that river, the birthplace of their civilization is the permission from the divine. Okay, 路, we have this plant symbol, double trident means a cluster of plants. We have water symbol, right? Reoccurring. Mouth symbol reoccurring again. This is somebody speaking. And then we have this symbol. This is ancient shu, two decks, and combined with, so this is the heel of the shoe. And if you look at the shoe, this is the heel side, this is the toe side, as it's a double layer, right? To separate your foot from the ground. And then this is a combiner, combine it, and it's dropping toward the left, toward the right. Humans in Chinese person symbol is a side view human. This is a back side. This is a front side. That's front back make human figure, and its default setting is facing the left, right? And the shoe naturally would face the left. That's forward going. But now we have this one extended line that's pointing toward the right side. So that means you retract, you walk backwards. We have the person speaking, and then you walk backwards. That means you have your own thoughts. You have your own pathway. You're not following whoever is telling you where to go. So this backward going plus mouth symbol together, it means individual. Amazing. Chinese even have a character that means individual. You have your own interests, your own perspective. You're going on your own way. So together, your own way, plant symbol, water symbol means falling, because we have this plant means it's related to the natural process of the plant. It's going to, the leaves when it's ripe, or the flowers when it ripes, it's going to detach from the body of the tree. and it's going to be going on their own way. And then we have water there. It's probably a kind of watery plant. So altogether, it means a detachment. This process of nature's a type of plant that's going to fall, detach from its main body, going on their own way. That's how Chinese describe fall. 九 is made of 八 plus one horizontal line. So 八 is this two stroke. That means separation. So it's related again with a Chinese effort to decode the universe. So one is number 8. It's certain kind of a tide turning moment when you have an equal force of left and right, and it looks like this. And then 九 is this 8 plus one horizontal line. And to differentiate from some other character, intentionally make that one horizontal line on top of this, kind of attach it this way. So it's not like going like this, it goes like this. It's number 9. And 10, we have this one top line, it already means heaven, right? And then we have this something combined by a binder. That's our big one horizontal line in the sky is the Chinese way to say sky, or the outer biosphere boundary is our sky, and that's how Chinese define it. It means big, that one big horizontal line that's above us, up top of the frame. 疑似银河落九天, again, it's the poet's imagination, connecting the river, the waterfall of the river on the earth to the heavenly observed Milky Way, which in Chinese concept is another river flying out there in outer space, and it sparkles like silver, 银河, as if that Milky Way is fallen from through the 9 layers of the outer space to the space all the way down. And that's how grandeur of this waterfall appeared in the poet's imagination. And this is how my best can capture it, because this is out of the imagination, right? I cannot really find in anything that photography can capture in our real life. So this is the best that I think I use a Gemini to generate this imagery of connecting the Milky Way or the celestial, sparkling from the outer space to our eyes, to the near, like relatively near to us, the waterfall, how grand it appeared to us, as if it's the Milky Way falling down in front of us. And this is like 3,000 feet high. Okay. There you go. That's the full of the poem, and it's cherished and appreciated by generations of Chinese users, and it's really a joy to bring it to you. And tomorrow we're going to start something new. Thank you for your time. See you another day.